Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for July. I hope you guys are well. I am going to take a second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Pisces out there. So guys, take what resonates for you. Just leave the rest for someone else. Please keep in mind that the energies in a general reading can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, Pisces, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Pisces? Pisces. Pisces. All right, Pisces, you have the Two of Swords, you have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and you have the Three of Coins. So I do feel like you're in a very decisive mode here. You're kind of at a crossroads. You've been feeling like things are stuck, like you want to move forward, you know, turn this page, get out of this cycle that you're in. And I feel like you're just feeling all this stuck energy right now. It is coming. You're just going to have to be a little bit more patient, it looks like. And I feel like you're not really wanting to be patient. I feel like this is, you're right now really working on your base, creating your stability. There are people here that in the past you have not felt very cooperative with, but I feel like you now are trying to really extend yourself, particularly with regard to work. But I feel like you're trying to be very cooperative, particularly also with people that you might feel have tried to minimize you in some way or to put you down. But you're taking that, how do you put that? You're taking the higher road, the higher path. And I see you trying to cooperate with these people regardless. Your guard's still up, but I do feel like you're being very cooperative. This does appear to have something to do with work or work related, because there's some stuck energy with regard to that. But you've made this decision and I don't see you backing down from it. I'm also seeing that you're kind of at a crossroads period here in your life. So let's see who might be in your energy. Show me who is in Pisces energy, please. These cards are very large, and I'm getting, you know what? I have small hands. It's hard for me to handle them. They're very long. For some reason, I was just told to reshuffle these cards, which is very unusual. So I don't know what that's about. But we comply. Let's see. Who is in Pisces energy? Who is in Pisces energy? It's a very unusual message for me to receive that. So I don't know what that's about. All right, we have the Five of Coins. We have the Queen of Cups. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, yourself, another Pisces like yourself, or this person could just be highly focused on you. We have the Two of Cups and the Queen of Coins in the reverse. Earth energy, which would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Now, this person that's in your energy feels abandoned. They feel rejected here. And it's because of your decision. So I don't know, did you walk away from this person? There's a sense of abandonment, a sense of feeling very rejected, left out in the cold. This person has feelings for you, and they are definitely very focused on you. This person feels like they are your soulmate, that there's something between the two of you that will never be banished, never taken away. However, and they're feeling a deep sense of loss here as well. But they feel like there's something between the two of you that cannot be, you know, taken away. It cannot, that there will always be a tie that binds the two of you. They feel like you're unhappy with them. Let me see. Show me the energy between Pisces and this person. the Four of Cups. Yeah, there's love here. All right, but neither of you are paying any attention to that. Neither of you are acknowledging it. There's almost a sense of both of you kind of ignoring each other. And both of you feel very down and out about that. There's something here from the past, possibly even some third-party energy that has caused both of you to not see the love that is in this connection. Or not, and it's not even that you don't see it, it's that you won't acknowledge it. Yeah, let me see, show me what is affecting this connection. The Eight of Discs. Do you work with this person? Some of you may work with this person. What's affecting the connection, though, is effort and details. There's some sort of details that the two of you need to look at. Whatever these details are is what you need in order to move yourself forward, and what this person needs in order to be able to express the love that they feel towards you. They need to be able to put the work into this connection, but instead I see them not really even acknowledging the connection. It's almost like this person has sabotaged the relationship. And they know this, and they know you're unhappy with them, but I don't see them, doing anything about it. Let me see, show me the outcome at the end of the week. The Sun in reverse. There was once a very playful energy in this connection, and I feel like that has that's gone here. Yeah, this was once very playful, very energetic. There was, you both were very happy, and now I feel like both of you are feeling sad, unsure of the future, not really sure what's going to happen. I feel like in some manner, this person felt a need to kind of put you in your place, to kind of minimize you in some manner. And as a result, I feel like you felt that things weren't moving in a positive direction. And so therefore you made a decision here that you were no longer going to pay attention to this connection whatsoever. You were going to work on your own stability. So now this person's feeling rejected and feeling a deep sense of loss. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. Now that's very positive, because that indicates that the underlying energy here is success. Now it's going to take change to get there. The success is only going to come about through change. All right, so but I see that happening, at least for you, because this is your underlying energy. So let me see, let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Two of Swords in reverse for Pisces? All right, so the Lovers in reverse and Judgment in the reverse. You may have felt like this person chose someone or something over you. This is why you made the choice. It looks like you made the choice to end this. And I feel like you're not moving backwards, even though this makes you very sad. I feel like you're saying here, no, this is over. This person never was choosing me. They were always choosing someone else, always choosing something else. And so therefore, I as much as I love this person, this is not for me. It's like this relationship was fun, it was happy, and then it just took this downward spiral. So let's look at that. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Pisces? Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Pisces? And this decision to end this connection is what puts you at this crossroad. Okay, so there was deceit here that was discovered. Some kind of lying, cheating, or stealing. Whatever it is, you already know about it. And you can't move past it. It's an energy of, I saw what I saw, or I heard what I heard, and I can't move past it. So I feel like a lot of you guys, that's where this stuck energy is coming from. You just haven't gotten over or past whatever the deceitful energy is. So that may be an area that you need to work on, yourself with in order to reconcile it or to move past it. Maybe forgiveness would be part of this. But I do feel like, You know, it's what's leading you to this feeling that things, you want this change. You want the page to turn. You want a clean start. But it's going to take a lot of effort to get there, and you're going to have to look at the reasons why you haven't fully been able to get past all of this deceit. And be careful as well, Pisces, because there could be somebody that has been deceitful in your workplace as well, and you want to make sure that, because that can really hold you up. So be sure you're aware of that, and you're looking at the details, you know. Let's see why this 3 of Discs is here. Yeah, I feel like there's someone in your workplace that's not on the up and up with you. Okay, so you have the 9 of Cups, and you have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse again. So whatever this situation is, if this is workplace related, by the way, I feel like you're going to get what you want out of this. By being cooperative, by working cooperatively with whoever this person is in the workplace that's not being completely honest with you, you're going to get what you want. So that should make you feel a lot better. Just be aware. I think you see this person for who they are, and I think that you are really making a choice to be extremely cooperative with this person instead of trying to, you know, go against them. And that's actually what's going to bring you your wish fulfillment. Now, with regard to this person that's in your energy, like I said, this took a really poor turn at some point, and it was likely due to all the deception. It kind of, it caused a halt to this. And I do feel that you're working at your own stability at this point. I don't know why this person felt a need to minimize you, but I don't think it worked. And I do feel like, you know, as you move past this, you are going to experience the success in your love life that you're looking for. But it's going to take some change. It will only come about through change. And that change looks like it's connected perhaps even to forgiveness. I do see you having, you know, that sense of fulfillment, a wish fulfillment here. So let's look. And it could be with somebody in your workplace. All right, so let's see this person's energy. Why is the 5 of Coins here for the person in Pisces energy? All right, so we have the 6 of Coins reversed. We have the 6 of Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands. So this person likely breadcrumbed you, or they just weren't giving an equal and balanced give and take in this relationship. I can see that, you know, before this card ever came out, because like I said, this person felt a need to minimize you in some aspect. But now they definitely, if there was a physical relationship between the two of you, they're missing that. They definitely are missing that. This person may have had a new beginning elsewhere, or they may want a new beginning with you, but they want a successful relationship that is passionate and fiery. So, but emotionally, they're pretty unbalanced. It looks like this person's not doing well financially either. I'm seeing a lot of indications that they have some financial difficulties right now. So let me see why the Queen of Cups is here. Could be dealing with the Libra. We have Justice. Oh, they have regrets. 5 of Cups in the reverse. This person has some regrets for the way that they have treated you. They know that you're upset with them. They know you're angry with them. They know that you're asking for karmic justice here. I feel like this person would like another chance with you, Pisces. I feel like they are realizing that they were looking at anyone and everyone or some other situation, that they were putting other things in front of you, and now I feel like they would like to balance this out. I don't see you wanting to do that, but they want to put the effort into this. Like I told you, this person feels like you're their soulmate, that there's a tie between the two of you that can never be erased. I do feel like this person went through a lot of depression, sadness, feelings of rejection. But this 2 of Cups that's behind this individual, he's now turning to see, because it's in reverse. He's turning around. He's beginning to see that there was this special relationship between you and them. So, yeah, I feel like this person would like another chance with you. Let me see the bottom energy for the person in Pisces energy. The Magician, the Ace of Swords reversed, and the King of Wands. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, this person's definitely passionate towards you, but it's not just the passion. They do have feelings for you. I feel like you're not talking with this person currently. I feel like they're keeping very silent here. There's clarity that this person is trying to obtain. Clarity that is coming about through the loss and through the understanding that, you know, you are their soulmate, that there's something between the two of you that just can't be extinguished. I do feel like this person is manifesting you. They're manifesting the two of you to come back together. But they're not going to tell you that. And I do feel like they're keeping very silent about this. This person hasn't been very honest in the past. And I do feel like that's what brought about this loss. Let me see the energy between Pisces and this person. Show me the energy between Pisces and this person. The Strength card and the Page of Cups. Okay, so they moved towards somebody new here. They moved towards somebody new. They put someone else in front of you. And that was your deepest fear. That was one of your deepest fears here. And I feel like you feel that perhaps you made a poor judgment call with regard to this person. There's definitely a sense that you feel that they have put someone new in front of you. And I feel like that has been very difficult for you. It's been very painful. And as a result, I feel like you're saying, there's no way I'm going back into this. There's a sense here of, you know, fearing to go back into it. This person literally brought to, how do I want to word this? They brought into fruition your worst fear. And I do feel like it was primarily sexual. All the while they were breadcrumbing you. So now they want to apologize. Now they want to bring an apology and they want to come back together with you. Let me see why the Eight of Pentacles is here between Pisces and this person. Yeah, there's that decision. There's that decision. Two of Coins reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. They're regretful here because they know that they've lost this connection. And I feel like you feel this is not going to move forward in a positive manner. So a lot of you are pouring your energy right now into work, it looks like. I do feel that if you've had some difficulty with your finances here, I feel like that is evening out, which is good. And I do feel like you are very decisive right now. Now, you're decisive in your actions and where you're putting your efforts, but I do feel like there's still, you know, something here that you need to look at with regard to deception or with regard to trust issues, with regard to perhaps forgiveness that still needs to be worked on. There's still some work, some internal work that it looks like you need to do here. With regard to this person, they know you're unhappy with them. They know you've made a decision not to move this forward, and they know exactly why. So don't for 1 second, Pisces, think that this person doesn't understand why they're experiencing this loss. And they may even, it looks like this person is now involved with a karmic. This new connection looks like a karmic connection. It could be financially related. There's something to do with this new connection being financially related in some manner. Yep. It could even have something to do with legalities, something to do with legal issues that has created a loss. So, yeah, be careful with that. Let me see your outcome. This person wasn't faithful in the connection. They regret that. I can see that. Show me the outcome for Pisces. The Moon. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Page of Pentacles. Interesting. And Page of Swords. All right, so you've got somebody new coming into your energy here, likely towards the end of the week. I think it's going to be very unexpected, but this person could actually be your wish fulfillment. It could come about through work, something through work, or you might meet them in the workplace, but it's actually going to be your wish fulfillment. It could also be the changes that you're enacting. It could come about through you working out these feelings that you have with regard to this person. I don't see you necessarily moving towards this person at all. It's almost like you've got the brakes on really hard, but I do see somebody new coming into your energy, and it's going to be a wish fulfillment for you. And it's going to be quite unexpected as well. Yeah, quite unexpected. This new person could have recently gone through an ending themselves as well. I feel like in your energy, you're like, no, this is done. I'm done with this. And I feel like you're fixing to meet somebody new. And you're gonna like this person. Now, in the person who's in your energy, this is obviously an ex. I feel like this person has a lot of secrets. I think that they don't want those secrets revealed. They feel like you have secrets. Yeah, they definitely feel like you have secrets. This person is actively watching you. So if you're posting anything on your social media, they're watching you, or you may have mutual friends or family. This person is keeping up with you, and I feel like when you meet this new person, this person in your energy is going to be aware of this. I don't feel like there's communication here between the two of you, but there could be like a snide remark. There could be something that's being said about this new person that you're going to meet. And I guess you're just going to have to decide if you want to move forward with this or not. Truthfully, Pisces, the success and you getting what you want with regard to moving forward is going to come about internally, not anything to do with this person per se, not what they're going to say, what they're going to do. It has to do with an internal process that's taking place for you, and I think you know that. So there's still some internal work that needs to be done here. And accepting of loss, accepting of, what has happened, internalizing whatever this deception, because it's like you just can't move past that. This person's keeping an eye on you. There could be some very small, remark made. Not for everybody, but definitely I see that for somebody. I feel like this person is still keeping a lot of secrets. They know that this relationship ended because of secrets. They're very unhappy, I will tell you that. They still feel a lot of passion towards you, and they're literally trying to manifest you back, but it appears that they are involved here with a karmic as well. So I just feel like this is a very complicated situation, and this person is very complicated because even though they're involved here with this karmic, it looks money related, and it looks as if this person is still, it's like they tried to replace you, but they can't, and they know they can't. So bottom of the deck is the Hermit. You could be dealing with a Virgo. However, as an underlying energy, that indicates to me that you've kind of withdrawn. You've been thinking about, what kind of changes do you need to enact in your life? What are the answers? You're looking for the answers, which is probably really good energy. And I do feel like you're soul searching basically on what kind of changes you need to make within your life in order to experience the success that you want. So your energy looks good. Let's pull an oracle card. Pulling for Pisces. Okay, so you have number 3, the Servant Queen. It's about your divinity being magnetic and valuable. understanding. It says that you're valuable. It says you are worthy of beautiful things. So that could be one of the things that you're trying to reconcile, feeling your value, feeling your self-worth, knowing that you are worthy. So hold on, I'm going to read this for you. Give me just a second. Your affirmation says, I am worthy of the most beautiful things. You are blocking your blessings by believing you don't deserve them. You do. Recognize your patterns of self-sabotage and examine the choices you have been repeating. We enact and accept what we believe we are worthy of. Raise your standards. You're meant for better. It doesn't matter what you've been through, where you come from, whether you're rich or poor, healthy or unhealthy circumstances, or what others may think of you or tell you. It doesn't matter how others have put you down. You are still worthy. You are a valuable soul and someone who seeks to find the magic of this world. And those who seek are the ones who find. Just like the story of Cinderella, who was made to believe she was worthless and a servant to her family, only to be visited by a fairy godmother who offered her blessings and magic if she was willing to believe that she was worthy of them. All she had to do was accept them, and she would go on to live a life of royalty, beauty, and abundance. She was always meant to be a queen. It's okay if you also forgot that you are the magic, but it's time to remember it again. Come home. Spirit can only give us what we believe that we are worthy of. So expect excellence, speak it into existence, and summon miracles. That is so powerful. Wow, that really sums up your energy. So I hope that this has been helpful for you, Pisces. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Pisces, know that you are loved, and namaste.